The Simulation Football League's regular season has reached its climax, and we continue today's quadruple header of games here from the great city of Houston, Texas, as we bear witness to a Lone Star smackdown between the Fort Worth Toros and the Houston Hyenas. Welcome along, everybody, for tonight's Friday Night Lights action of the Simulation Football League here on Twitch. I'm Jack Brown alongside Nate Hall. Nate, this game has massive implications for those here repping the maroon and black for the Houston Hyenas. They need a win and a lot more to get themselves into the postseason. How are you doing?
I am doing great. This is a fun, packed-filled day of football, SFL action. Playoff implications abound, as you mentioned. For Houston, it's simple. You win, and you wait around until about 11:15 Eastern time to see what kind of scenarios have to play out, to see if you're going to have a shot, what kind of scenarios have to play out for you to have a shot to be in the postseason, if at all. But you just have to win and see what happens the rest of the way. But for Fort Worth, they're looking to play spoiler tonight, led by their rookie quarterback, Johnny Reno, and their star halfback, Jason Williams, and their high-powered veteran wide receivers. They're looking to play spoiler and ruin any kind of chances whatsoever Houston might have of going to any kind of postseason chances.
Yeah, and Fort Worth also looking to actually make a marked improvement on the record from last year. Currently sitting at 3-8. They win today, they go 4-8. That's one win better than 3-9, which is what they did last season. Ball's on the tee. Houston's had to kick it away. They are in the maroon and black jerseys. Meanwhile, Fort Worth in all white. And we are underway from the great city of Houston. Kick taken at the 1 yard line, past the 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 30. Oh, he nearly got a lane up there, Nate. But for them, it's only to the 34. That's where Johnny Reno is going to come out for his first drive of the day.
Yeah, it looks like Kate Stevens had some blockers sealed on that left-hand side and took it all the way up to about the 34-yard line. As you said, Johnny Reno is going to have some very good field position to start this first drive off. Going to come out under center on 1st and 10, looking to get things started early for their offense.
Quick drop from Johnny Reno. Reno moving around the pocket. Oh, he zips one across his body. Gets a gain of 6 on the play to number 84. That's the wide receiver, Mike Twinscrew.
And Mike Twinscrew getting started early with his first reception of the ball game. Good for a 6-yard gain on a crossing pattern right over the middle from his rookie quarterback. 2nd and medium coming up here. 2nd and 4 coming up as they come out in I formation.
Handoff of the middle. That's going to be flattened behind the line of scrimmage. No dice for the Toros on that play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Julius Maximus with a big tackle for loss on that 2nd down play.
That indeed, 3rd down and 6. Ball is on the 38-yard line for Fort Worth. Can they get a statement going early? Quick drop from Reno. Throws deep to the corner. That's tipped, intercepted. The Houston Hyenas are taking it the other way. Stepped out of bounds. And, well, those Toros were looking to make a statement, but quite the contrary. It is the Hyenas and Mike Jones, the cornerback, with their statement.
And it looked like Mike Jones got that off the tip from his other cornerback, Kai Cash. Kai Cash gets his mitts on it, bats it straight to the waiting hands of Mike Jones. Mike Jones gets the early interception off that first drive of Fort Worth, and starting off their offense with very good field position for their first offensive possession.
Shotgun look for Dave Burr on the first play of the day. Throws it deep over the middle. That's going to be caught right to the thick of coverage to the 31-yard line. And Houston is pretty much where Fort Worth was, where they started their first drive.
Yeah, Dave Burr just able to sit back in the pocket, find his wide open receiver over the middle. First play from scrimmage, first deep pass over the middle, first completion, and they're right in the field goal range already from the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 once more for the Hyenas. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be taken for a gain of 6. Brad Jones with the carry.
Yeah, Brad Jones with his first carry right up the middle for a nice opening by his blockers for a 6-yard gain.
Second and 4, ball's on the 25-yard line. Houston playing all nice and tight with each other. They're going to hand off to Brad Jones again. Jones turning the wheels. Gets a yard on the play. 3rd down and 3 from the 24.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to go off tackle there on the right-hand side was Brad Jones, but number 54 for Fort Worth, that is J.L. Browning, the outside linebacker, did a good job of blocking that hole and closing it up and getting the tackle for only a 1-yard gain.
3rd down and 3. Deep drop from Dave Burr. Burr going deep over the middle. That is going to be tipped incomplete. Same sort of throws they went on the very first play of this drive, but this time it's no dice.
And an early stop for Fort Worth's defense, and Houston's offense is going to have to settle for an early 3-point try here from their kicker, Sonny J, second-year kicker. Let's see what he can do from about 40 yards out.
This should be makeable for Sonny J. Most kickers can make it from about 45 or even 50 yards out. That's about their upper limit. Snap's a bit high, but the kick is away, nearly blocked. It's up, it's over, and it's good. 3 points to the Hyenas.
So an early 3 points advantage for Houston, as we see that high snap handled well by the placeholder there. So an early advantage, good job of capitalizing on the early turnover by Houston's defense, getting the first points of the game.
Yeah, and setting the stage early for this ball game. Kick is away from Sonny J. Going to be fielded by Cade Stevens, this time at around the 3 or the 4-yard line. Stevens going right into the heart of the kicking team. And that's what's going to set him up at 1st and 10. Johnny Reno now having to shake off that first drive interception.
Definitely going to be looking to take better care of the ball this time around on this second drive on offense that he did that first time. Maybe try to utilize his halfback a little bit more than he did that first time around.
Reno throws to the outside. That's going to be caught inbounds. Led his receiver maybe a little bit too far, and it's going to run that one right out. 2nd down and 10. Catch made by Stephen Hacker.
Actually, they're going to call that a completed pass. They're going to say he had 1 foot in bounds before he went out. 2nd and 6 on a 4-yard out route pattern to Hacker. Nice out route pattern to Hacker to make it a 2nd and 6.
2nd down for the Toros. 2 wide at the top of your screen. Reno going a little bit deeper. That's going to be picked off again. No. The Hyenas going right back. And I think that is once again... no, that's actually Cade Steve Horrell on the interception. Look at that.
Yeah, number 57 on that interception. That indeed is KT Horrell, the inside linebacker, just playing zone back there on the interception, reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, coming up with the pick on that errant throw, and 2 early interceptions for Johnny Reno.
And what a play to be made there from Dave Burr, turning what looked to be an almost obvious sack into a gain of a couple yards. Nothing insane there, but Greg Corky with the reception.
Yeah, Greg Corky with the 2-yard gain. Dave Burr with the wherewithal to keep his head up and find his receiver, find an outlet on the outside to make a positive gain when it didn't look like he had anything open.
2nd and 8 for the Hyenas. Very deep drop from Dave Burr, setting one up for the sideline. That's going to be caught. Down to the 14 in Houston. They are rolling on offense. That one caught by DR Sam.
Sim, the man, going on a post pattern. Looked like they're out to the outside towards the sidelines. Just open, gets behind the defense for a deep, long gain down to the 14-yard line. Now well inside the red zone.
First and 10, handoff up the middle to Brad Jones. Not going to go anywhere. 2nd down and 8. Still not a bad play.
No, as long as you're going forwards and not backwards, you're still positive play. You're still moving the ball, keeping the defense honest, mixing the run with the pass. Definitely still want to mix it up.
2nd and 8, another deep drop from Dave Burr, throwing it to the back of the end zone. That's picked off. Fort Worth gets it right back, and they're going to take it out to the 20. That was a good interception on the play from Adam Leach.
And Adam Leach, not fooled by the double move back there by number 10, Kyle Fenimore, just sits back there on the coverage and gets right in the path of that pass by Dave Burr and picks it off in the back of the end zone. And we've got back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives now as Fort Worth takes over on their own 20.
Reno throws to the outside. That's another out route to Stephen Hacker. So far, folks, we've had 4 drives, and 3 of them have ended in interceptions. Only one has ended otherwise. Now it's a 3-point field goal by Houston, leaving us to where we are right now, obviously. 3-0 in favor of the Hyenas. Second and 7, handoff up the middle. That's going to go to the outside. That was a nice run to the outside by Jason Williams. Oh, no, actually, that was J.Z. Bacon. Look at that.
Yeah, the 4th-round pick rookie J.Z. Bacon out of San Jose with a nifty little spin move right there, as it looked like that was going to be number 43, Brady Clark, the free safety, trying to wrap him up on the tackle and just whiffed on that one. J.Z. Bacon able to go right around him and get a 1st down round on the play.
Now it's 1st and 10 on Fort Worth 35. Quick drop, throws the outside. That's going to be caught. Turned upfield. He's going to get the 1st down. Yes, he is. To the 46, flipping the field. That is, can't quite catch the number on that. That is Cade Stevens.
Yeah, Johnny Reno to Cade Stevens on the sideline route and gets just enough for the 1st down to keep those chains moving. So far, this is the best drive of the day, I think, in my opinion, for Fort Worth.
Possibly the most complete by either team so far. Quick stand up from Reno. Throws over the middle. That's going to be a gain of 3 to midfield. Nice play.
Another, this time an inside crossing pattern to the wide receiver, Charlie Baker, number 83 from Reno. Only a 3-yard gain, but still a good play. 2nd and 7.
Reno in the shotgun. Reno looking around, going to go deep to the outside. That's going to be a catch to the 30, to the 28-yard line is where they're going to mark him down at. That is number 84, Mike Twinscrew, the wide receiver, with his 2nd catch of the day.
And Twinscrew getting into the offense early, getting another catch on his on the day for him, getting behind the defense and getting another long catch. Now up to 28 yards on 2 catches. Now inside the 30-yard line. Nice play and a nice throw by Reno.
Handoff up the middle for Williams. That's not going to do much. Gain of 2, they're going to mark it as. Williams not having a great start to his day. I think that brings him up to a net 0 yards of rushing on a couple of attempts.
Yeah, but look for him to get more attempts and more yards as the day goes on, because he'll wear defenses down as the game progresses.
2nd and 8, throws deep over the middle. That's going to be caught down to the 7-yard line. Fort Worth is shaking and baking, and now, for the first time today, either team is in the red zone off the catch from Twin Screw.
And Twin Screw, this time on a slant pattern to the inside. Twin Screw gets a catch now inside the 10-yard line down to the 7. This offense is clicking. And we know what this offense game plan is now as they come into this game. Reno's looking for their wide receivers.
That he is. He finds one there. Oh, but Houston stops him right before the goal line. Stephen Hacker had his eyes and heart set on the end zone, but was simply not able to get in. Marco Swift, one of the 2 men on the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, and Hacker's been living on that sideline all game long. 13 yards on 3 catches, and every single one of those catches he's had so far has been along those sideline routes, and just couldn't able to get across the end zone on that catch.
Handed off to Williams, touchdown Fort Worth.
Williams, 1 yard, touchdown. On the board is Fort Worth. All I need to do was basically jump across that line, follow his blockers, and he's in. And finish off what was an amazing drive led by their quarterback, finding all kinds of receivers on that drive, and in for 6 points.
Down a bit low, but the kick is away, and it is good. Fort Worth now leads this ball game 7-3.
And we may be in for a very defensive game here, Jack, because in these two teams' previous meeting earlier this season, Fort Worth did win that game 20-16. And Fort Worth did come out on top in that game, and it was very defensive. Not that Damon Simeon wants to hear that right now, needing a win for this game to be in the postseason, but look for it to be a very defensive game, and we're seeing that so far in this first quarter.
That we are, Nate. Should be a very interesting little battle we got here. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. In the SFL, we put the fan in fantasy as Brad Jones. It's a nice little run. 3 yards, not bad.
Yeah, 3 yards right up the middle before he's folded up like a taco by that defensive line and linebacker unit of Fort Worth. But a 3-yard gain nonetheless, and a nice gain for the halfback there.
I mean, you know, as they say, it's that old-style football, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, right?
Right, exactly.
2nd and 7. Deep drop from Dave Berg and a sling to the sideline. That's picked off!
Oh!
And there's a signal to go into the end zone. Yes, it will! Touchdown, Fort Worth! And that was just picked out of the sky. That was a fantastic grab by Nacho Sicario. Perfect play awareness to punish the Hyenas for throwing a very dangerous route.
Nacho Sicario was sitting on the route, and Kyle Fenimore was going for the out route right there, and Dave Burr wanted that out route to Kyle Fenimore, but Nacho Sicario was sitting on it. As soon as Dave Burr let go of it, I knew as soon as Nacho had eyes on that one and caught that ball, there was nobody catching him all the way to the end zone for 6. And early trouble for Houston.
Yeah, that's the danger of those out routes. Oftentimes you'll find defenders, they'll play it shallow, they'll play it short. And if a quarterback underthrows it, they'll be feasting on that all day, every day. Current score is 14-3 between these two squads. Welcome along, everyone who's just now tuning in. I'm Jack Brown alongside Nate Hall here. Week 14 Simulation Football League action as the kick is away, taken at the goal line. Up past the 10, 15, 20. Up to the 23-yard line.
And Jack, now each of these quarterbacks have thrown 2 interceptions, but what's hurting the most for Houston now, and what Dave Berger is going to have to overcome, is that last throw he made of that pick 6. He's going to have to shake it off and try to get this Houston offense back in this game.
Most definitely, Nate. Quick drop from Dave Berger, throws the outside. That one's going to be caught. And those are the sorts of plays that you like to see a quarterback make coming right off interception, showing that his head's not clouded, and that's Dougie Day. First grab of the day.
Yeah, and a nice little out route to try to get his confidence back from Dave Berger to Dougie Day, the undrafted rookie out of Ottawa. Nice little out route of about 6 yards to get his confidence back to make up 2nd and 4.
Hand off to Brad Jones right up the middle. Brad Jones gets the first down as his offensive line decided to part the Red Sea and let the man run through.
Yeah, and a nice run by Brad Jones right there to get that first down out of the I formation. Nice little nifty swim move right there to split the defenders and the offensive line, pick up the yards he needed to get that first down, and moving the chains. And that's exactly what the offense needed to get the confidence back in their offense.
They're going to hand off to Brad Jones again, who gets a nice gain of 3. The Hyenas clearly showing that last pick 6, they're not going to let it affect them that much.
No, they aren't. And you hear how loud these hits are on the field as well after that last hit on Brad Jones. This South Division is known for their hard-hitting defenses, and it's showing right here early in this ballgame.
And it's going to be a free play for the Hyenas. They hand it off to Brad Jones. I think they're going to take the free 5 yards.
Yeah, they'll definitely take the free 5 yards. It'll be about a 2nd and 2 now instead of a 3rd and 4 or 3. So they'll take the free down here and 3 yards.
So after that jump, Houston gets set up with a very simple, I think it's 2nd and 2 now. When you're down multiple scores, you got to take all the opportunities that you can get. And Houston is doing very well at that on this drive.
Yes, they really are, and as long as they keep moving this down the field, they'll be in good shape.
That's they will hand off to Brad Jones. Yeah. Brad Jones works his way like a scythe before getting knocked down at the 28-yard line. I mean, did anyone even touch him before he was just thrown to the turf? Not really, no.
No, he just did a good job of following his blockers. A nice seal block over there on the side by his fullback, an offensive lineman, and Aiden Davis, and able to get over there to the side, able to make the touchdown-saving tackle right there, or else he would have been gone.
That brings us to the end of the first quarter here in Houston. The Toros are up 14-3 over their fellow Texan rivals. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch.
Last run by Brad Jones, good for 26 yards, brings him up to 46 on the day.
Well, ain't that something? 1st and 10, balls on the 28. Quick drop from Dave Berger, throws the outside. That's going to be a nice inbounds catch, goes out of bounds. And that is made by Greg Corky.
Corky now with his first catch of, the second catch of the day now for him.
Hand off the outside for Brad Jones. Oh, he shoves the man down behind the line. Converts that into a positive play. Oh my goodness. Brad Jones keeping the wheels a turning. Actually, no, that is Not Brad. Yeah, no, that is Brad Jones. Sorry, folks. Got it confused because he looked like a fullback on the run.
Not only did he make that a positive play, but he broke about 3 or 4 tackles, and then even got a first down on top of it. So what a good job of a tough running by him to get that first down on that big run play.
You really can't blame me for thinking that he was the fullback there on that play with how he was running. Deep drop from Dave Burr, throws to Brad Jones. Jones up in a lot of room in front, spins the man. Can't get past 2 though. 2nd and 3. Clearly he saw the merchandise suggestion for BEG Hollywood and Robert Redford spinning tops, the article earlier today, and he decided he wanted one too.
Yeah, he's definitely wanting to get in on spin action there on that side of the field, and just couldn't make that last spin move to get break open. But he's gonna get.
This one's gonna be easy for him. Touchdown, Houston, on the spin move, and this game is back to 1 possession, folks.
And he does even a little pose right there in the end zone as he drops the ball and takes a couple of photographs as he stands there with his arms folded, saying, "Look at me, I just got in the end zone," and you just take those photos, young man, because you deserve it after that great couple of plays in a row to get your team back on the scoreboard. Nice play, young man.
Yeah, now also for Houston, they're able to draw this game a little bit closer, and in a game where it's do or die, this is 100% necessary. Kick is up from Sonny J, and it is good. We are down to a 4-point ball game, folks. Don't go anywhere. This is only getting started. Ball's on the tee from Sonny J. And kick is away from him. Fielded at the 5-yard line by Cade Stevens, up past 10, 15, 20. Cade Stevens, one of the better returnmen in the league, gets to the 28.
Now, Fort Worth, their offense have been on the sidelines for a while, so they're looking to get some plays going of their own and try to put a drive together to get back there to score a lead that they had at one point.
First and 10, ball is on the 28-yard line. Run up the middle is going to be a gain of 3 from Jason Williams. Just so everyone understands where these two teams sit as far as the playoffs are concerned, Houston, they need a win and a heck of a lot more to get into this postseason. Fort Worth was eliminated a few weeks ago. Right now looking to play spoiler against their in-state rivals. Reno throws a deep loft one. That's going to be, off the hands. That should have been a surefire pick on the pass intended to Stephen Hacker.
And that looked like I think that was Marco Swift over there on the sidelines that batted that one up in the air a couple times and just couldn't come down with the interception. So luckily for Fort Worth, it just falls to the turf incomplete, and they get another chance here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7. Reno throws over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Led his receiver a little bit too far. Cade Stevens, the intended receiver. And now for, I think, the first time today, Nate, we're going to be seeing a punting unit.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be the first punt of the game by either team. Either the drive ended before this, either the drive ended in an interception or it ended in a score, field goal or touchdown. But first punt of the day by either squad.
Punt is away, going to be fielded at the 35. Runs up to the 39. Could have gotten a few more, but the contact was made just a little bit too early.
And now Houston with a good chance here with decent field position starting out here at almost the 40-yard line, to get a good drive going to possibly take the lead here midway through the second quarter.
Very deep drop from Dave Burr, moving around the pocket.
Oh.
Not going to have enough time. Goes down for a sack. And Houston experiences their first setback since the pick six.
And undrafted rookie Jerry DeGond coming through on the sack for a 5-yard loss. Big play from the rookie coming through for a huge loss on that first down play, make it 2nd and long.
2nd and 15, 2 wide to the top of your screen, 1 man in the backfield for the Hyenas. Deep drop from Dave Burr, throws the outside. That was a bunch of green grass in front of him, but he went the wrong way. The receiver on the play, that was not a bad throw. It seemed to be a little bit underthrown, and DR Sim had to cut way too far back. Had he caught that in stride, that probably would have been a first down.
Yeah, DR Sim had to come back for that ball a little bit, and as you said, had Dave Burr thrown that on the line a little bit better, he might have had a first down on that play, but as it is, 3rd down here.
Throws deep over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Looked to be a little bit too risky of a throw to DR Sim, and the Hyenas are going to have to punt this one away.
And this is going to be a 3 and out after God's sack on first down. Couldn't get a string of plays together to get a first down after that. So as he said, going to be punting this one away is Houston, and Fort Worth will be getting the ball back here.
Snaps a little bit off center, and it's going to be away. Ball taken at the 20 up to the 26-yard line.
Going over a couple of stats here. Williams, who's been quiet on the day, up to 4 yards now, but has that touchdown. Their other halfback, Jay-Z Bacon, is actually out rushing him 12-4 right now.
Quick drop thrown to the outside. That's going to be caught inbounds. Goes out of bounds. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6.
And Steven Hacker with another out route catch. That's his 4th on the day for a gain of 4 yards. Doing his part of making sure that his offense is still moving that ball forward.
Second and 6. Split back shotgun. Look for the Toros. Low snap for Johnny Reno. Throws the outside. It's going to be caught. Not enough for a first down, however. Able to drag them toes and keep it in bounds is Twin Screw.
Twin Screw with the toe drag swag there on the sidelines for a good gain of about 5 yards or so. 3rd and 1 coming up. I'd like to see him hand him off here to the halfback, see if he can just jump across that line for a first down.
That would be a good idea. No, they're going to throw. They're going to go a little bit more risky.
Oh, man.
Taking a sack.
That is going to be big Frank Stackhouse with a nice little stutter there right up the middle to break through the offensive line for a big sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force a Fort Worth punt.
Way to not fall for the pump fake. You know, quarterbacks do that when they're feeling a little bit pressured. You know, they're trying to get the defensive line to look the other way, bide them an extra half second. Stackhouse didn't fall for it, and now Fort Worth having to punt it away.
First and 10.
First and 10, ball is on Houston's 38-yard line. I form, 2 wide of the bottom, 1 wide of the top. Very deep drop, but the protection's there for Dave Burr. Left deep and it's picked off. Arm punt on first down.
They were looking for DR Sam deep over the middle, and safety Blake Prine was right there to get in the way of that pass and forces Dave Burr to throw his 3rd pick of the day. And it's turning out to be an ugly day for quarterbacks so far, as that is total 5 for the day for quarterbacks in this ball game.
Yeah, the current moment, you know, despite being in the heart of Texas, the heart of Big 12 country, we aren't seeing too much throwing. Johnny Reno throws over the middle, though, and hey, he gets a first down.
First down on a pass over the middle to Cade Stevens. Stevens with a nice first down catch to the 49-yard line. Cade Stevens was in the slot position on a nice little slant route over the middle. And Johnny Reno does a nice job of finding him. Wasn't really any defenders around him there as he made that catch.
First and 10, ball's on the 49-yard line. Reno throws over the middle, and that's not going to be caught. Drop stick could have flipped over the midfield stripe with that one.
And that time it's going to be the other outside linebacker, David Hurrell. We saw KT have an interception earlier. David this time gets in on the action and breaks up that pass. And it's going to be a second down coming up for Fort Worth.
Quick drop from Reno, throws the outside. That one's going to be caught. And a gain of, I think, maybe 3. Makes it a 3rd and 6 on the catch from Cade Stevens.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress and give him a gain of about 4, it looks like. But Cade Stevens with a nice little catch over there on the left-hand side. Big 3rd down here for Fort Worth, though.
Throw over the middle, that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 6, and once again, Fort Worth now having to punt it away.
Dangerous pass over the middle, trying to get the ball to look like maybe Charlie Baker, but Baker was didn't look like he was even open on that pass over the middle. Baker was by himself behind a defense looked like between Reno and about 4 Houston defenders there. Too dangerous of a pass, in my opinion.
Low snap, but the punt is away. Gonna be fair caught at the 15-yard line.
Last few drives by each of these teams so far has been a battle of field positions so far, seeing who can get the better of it over these last couple of drives. Seeing a pick thrown last drive by Burr, but the last drive by Fort Worth ends in a punt. So see what can happen here by Houston's offense.
Throwing deep over the middle is Houston. That's going to be a catch and a first down up to the 32-yard line. Pierce with the reception. Dave Burr delaying his gun.
And we are a little over halfway through the second quarter here. And this is the first catch by a tight end by either team in this ball game here, Jack. Dave Burr to the tight end, Randy Pierce. So far, the Fort Worth tight end, Robert Garrett Jr., doesn't have any catches on one target. Randy Pierce with the catch there.
Meanwhile, that play goes the other way. Sends them nearly halfway back to where they started from. On the sack from, look who it is again.
Jerry Degon getting back there once again. Looks like number 53. 53. That is going to be Jeff Duffy joining him back there for maybe giving him a half sack along with him with Gond. But yeah, back there to join him to get get back there for the sack.
Dave Burr looking to make up the difference. Going to get a few yards back. 3rd and 10. And makes it so the sack pretty much didn't happen. Just a loss of 2 plays.
Yeah, loss of 2 plays, bringing up a 3rd and 10 as they find the reliable wide receiver, DR Sim, over there on the middle crossing route.
4 wide. Dave Burr in the shotgun all by his lonesome. Dave Burr looking around, throws it deep. That's going to be caught. The play that ended in an interception earlier in this game goes for a long bomb, and Dave Burr, the deep man, I mean, Dave Burr, he's been doing a lot of things deep, and DR Sim, his perfect hookup.
Yeah, DR Sim, just the best option that he's got right now for deep threats. Now with 2 receptions on the day, 52 yards.
And that's going to be a loss of 3 by Brad Jones after number 54 bit down on the play. That is J.L. Browning. Second and 12. Give me another handoff to Brad Jones. Brad Jones giving all the room. Oh, what a spin move. And there's going to be a flag on the play. I think that's a face mask. Going to give some extra yards to the end of the run. What a spin move. This man is definitely wanting a spinning top man of him.
Luckily for Fort Worth, it's only going to be the 5-yard incidental kind. Had that been a 15-yarder, it would have been even worse. They're going to nail number 41 with that penalty. That's going to be Delaney Nash trying to bring him down by the face mask on the tackle. But yeah, what a nasty spin move by Jones on that run to the left-hand side. That's going to be a first down, and after that penalty, it's going to be inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, throws the over. Oh, that's intercepted! In the middle of the pile, it seemed to be that Fort Worth, somebody from there, decided to reach in and, grab it. I think that's Blake Prine. And it goes right back the other way.
And now Prine, as looked like Burr was looking for his tight end, Randy Pierce, for yet another throw to the tight end catch over the middle. Blake Prine now has 2 interceptions on the day now, and helping out his team at any opportunity that he has to help him out.
Hand off to Williams on the first play from scrimmage. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
And now as we're approaching 2 minutes left in the first half, I got to think Fort Worth is not going to be happy to just sit on this one and take the lead into halftime. They're probably going to want to score here at least a field goal before they get into the halftime break.
That would be smart of them. Throws over to Williams. That's going to be a gain of a few, and that's the 2-minute warning. Fort Worth leads Houston 14-10 as Houston fights for their playoff lives. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. Happy to have you alongside with us here tonight, folks. I'm Jack Brown alongside Nate Hall. 3rd down and 5 for the Toros, up by 4 over Houston, who are fighting for a potential shot at the playoffs. Quick drop from Johnny Reno, throws into a wide open pocket. That's going to be a gain of about 10 yards, 1st down and 10. Catch made by the tight end, Robert Garrett Jr.
And there's the Cowboy we were talking about earlier who didn't have a catch until now. And he's got that first catch of the game, and now he'll be looking to get heated up as he's got that first catch he's been looking for.
Yeehaw. And that one's going to be thrown from Johnny Reno, tipped around and complete.
I think had Marco Swift been more worried about catching the ball instead of getting a hit on the receiver, he might have came down with the interception there, but instead it falls incomplete, giving new life to Johnny Reno here on 2nd down.
Yeah, this might have been not what Houston was looking for, giving Fort Worth a potential second lease on life in this drive. Handoff right to the middle to Williams. Williams gets a gain of 5. Making it a 3rd down and 5, obviously.
Interesting here that they're running it and not in any kind of hurry up, now approaching 1 minute and not taking any timeouts.
3rd and 5. Throws it to the side. That's going to be caught. Another 1st down. Up to the 44 now for the Toros.
That was RGJ again. Now they're hurrying up.
Now they're picking up the pace. Reno to the outside. That's going to be another catch. Gain of 4. I think that's a decent play to work with when you're in the hurry up.
Cade Stevens that time.
Another deep drop from Reno. Reno going over the middle. That's going to be a flag on the play. That has to be DPI.
Yeah, they're going to go DPI on that one. Looks like they're going to get KT Harrell over there on the coverage on Twin Screw. And she knew it too. Or no, they're not going to get her. Looks like they're going to get Zed Markov on that call. It looked like she thought it was on her as she was doubled over as she couldn't believe the call was made after the flag was thrown. Doubled over in unbelief. But yeah, Zed Markov get called for the DPI on that 1st down here.
DPI nonetheless, however. First and 10. Reno throws the outside. That's going to be caught inbounds. And that's going to force Fort Worth to take another timeout.
Good timeout here, though. You still got 2 left. You got the ball out there to RGJ. Still got an open playbook. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 coming up here from the 34. Approaching field goal range. You're just inside the 35. Good time management, good clock management if you're Fort Worth right here.
2nd down and 6 for the Toros. Clock still winding. Throws, gets out of bounds. That's 3rd and 3. Cade Stevens with another great catch.
Cade Stevens becoming the main man, becoming the target to go to on this drive. Now with 2 or 3 different targets on this drive alone. Big 3rd down coming up here though for Fort Worth if they want to keep this drive going.
And that's going to be a free play for the Toros. Throws the outside. Not going to matter whether or not he gets the 1st down. Fort Worth's going to get it anyway. Oh, what a disastrous jump by Houston.
Oh, disastrous indeed. That would have been 4th down for Fort Worth because he didn't get to the marker. But because of the offsides by Houston, by Frank Stackhouse jumping across the line early, that's going to give Fort Worth a free 1st down and a new set of downs to work with to get more points.
Yeah, and with Houston getting the ball to start the 2nd half, the last thing that they really want is for Fort Worth to add to their lead before halftime. 22 seconds remain here in the 1st half, folks. And it's another
one.
Offside play. Another free 5 yards for the Toros. And Houston just seems to be coming apart.
If it's Stackhouse again, Demont Simeon is going to go nuts.
Neutral zone infraction, number 55, defense, 12-yard penalty.
Nope, it's not. This time it's Alex Perez. This D-line is becoming unraveled. First it's Stackhouse, now it's Perez. And Perez is Stackhouse is a 2nd-year man, but Perez is a veteran, a 5-year man, all 5 years with this Houston squad. You would think he'd be more poised if anybody on this D-line, but he's even jumping off sides.
Never mind at home. You know, you don't really expect that to happen. You don't feel the pressure when you're at home, but hey, it's week 14, folks. Pressure's high for everybody. Throw to the outside. It's going to be another 1st down for the Toros.
Well, they're going to say he's short.
Oh, that's a little bit of a suspicious call.
Questionable to say the least. Be that as it may, 2nd and inches from the 17. So, they're going to trot out the field goal unit with 15 seconds left. This is
I mean, I
interesting.
guess it's not horrible considering how turnover happy both quarterbacks have been.
Right.
You know, you just get the points, you extend your lead to 7. And for Houston, they're probably going to have at most like 7 or 8 seconds to try and tie it right back up.
And Amelia Rose nails that field goal right down the middle. No problems whatsoever. So 3 points on the board, extends their lead to 7 right before the half. So job well done on that drive by Fort Worth. Yeah, I would have loved to see them play at least one more play on that drive to try to get into the end zone. But be that as it may, points on the board is what you're always striving for.
SFL teams and kicking the ball with under 15 seconds left when they clearly have enough time for another play or two. Name a better duo in human history.
And of course, this was back when Houston still had Warren Murray on their squad, but Lone Star is very familiar with running plays and getting touchdowns with 1 play left in the half. So we'll see what happens here on 1st down.
Enough time for 1, maybe 2 plays for the Hyenas, down by 7, fighting for their playoff lives. Dave Bird goes deep over the middle. That's going to be caught down in 2 seconds, and they're going to try a Hail Mary from 61 yards out.
"61 yards with 2 seconds. They've got their wide receiver, DR Sim, who's already having himself a big game on the day, up to 69 yards now on 3 catches. I would say target him. Maybe target Fenimore. He's another one of their top targets. But get DR Sim over the middle.
Hand off the outside for Brad Jones, and Brad Jones got room to run in front of him. Gonna get the 1st down, but not the touchdown. And that will bring us to the end of the 1st half here in Houston, Texas. Nice little run from Brad Jones to end it all off.
Nice little Brad Jones run. Nice seal block on the outside. DR Sim gets the block, seal block on the outside on the cornerback, and that's how we finish the half.
17-10 in favor of the Fort Worth Toros over the Houston Hyenas. As Houston fights their playoff lives, the chances at this moment state that they are certified out of the playoff picture. Kick is away from Fort Worth, going to be taken at the goal line. Up past the 10, 15, 20, up to the 25. And they're going to say got him down to the 24. 1st and 10 for Houston.
Vice Wars game, keeping an eye on that one over there on the YouTube channel, tied up at 14 in the 2nd quarter. That's always a close game. And the winner of that game is going to play off. The loser of that game is going home, so major implications in that one as well.
Yeah, whoever wins that game will have a shot, will become the 4th team to join the Sticks win party. A few more teams looking to possibly join that party tonight, including St. Louis, playing in the 9 o'clock slot tonight against Louisiana. And, of course, tomorrow we got London looking to secure their spot and a couple others. Tons of playoff implications all around the league, folks. Make sure you're watching all weekend long. Handoff to Brad Jones, goes for a 1-yard loss, they're going to say. 3rd and 8. As Houston not looking great through the 1st half, and now currently in the 2nd, not off to a great start.
And Nacho Sicario coming away with a tackle for loss on that last play. So big 3rd down coming up on Houston's 1st drive after halftime here. Oh, look
Pump
out!
fake by David Bird, not enough. Gonna go down for a loss. Loss of 9 on the play. And now Houston's going to punt it away on their first drive of the second half.
Joey Schwent, fourth-year man, getting in on the sack action. Jerry D. Gond and Jeff Duffy had already gotten in on the sack action, and now Schwent can add to his sack total as well.
Snaps a little bit off center. Punt is away. Fielded at the 45 up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
And that 3-and-out didn't help Houston's chances of this game at all on that first drive after halftime. And Fort Worth has a chance on this first drive after halftime for themselves to really put a stamp, really put a mark on this game by getting a score of their own if they can really put a drive together right here.
Johnny Reno throws to the outside. Going to be a gain of 4. Not much, but it certainly is a start.
Yeah, 4-yard gain as they get the out route over there to Mike Twinsbrew. Mike Twinsbrew has been reliable all game long. Now up to 60 yards on 6 catches. Nice little 10-yard average for him. He's always been reliable, even with his days with Louisiana. And Fort Worth did a really good job of getting him and bringing him over in the offseason. He's been reliable for them all season long.
2nd and 6, throw over the middle from Reno. Not going to be enough for a first down. Does make it to the 44, however. 3rd and 2.
And Cade Stevens with that nice 4-yard gain over the middle. And we haven't seen Jason Williams or J.C. Bacon on this route or on this drive yet, but maybe get them on a swing pass maybe here on 3rd and 2. Or a handoff, that'll work.
Hey, however you get the first down, however you get the first down, crossing the first down markers. Williams, 1st and 10 from the Houston 39-yard line.
And we've seen that a couple of different times from Williams. Now up to 17 yards on 7 attempts for a 2.4 average. But when he does have his carries, he's doing what it takes to get across that first down yard marker to help his team out.
Throw over the middle, and that's going to be a nice little truck move up for a gain of 7. Cade Stevens with another grab.
Cade Stevens. Most of his passes, his receptions have gone over the middle for nice little crossing patterns. Hacker and Twinsbrew, most of their stuff has been towards the sidelines. You can see patterns with this wide receiver core.
Another handoff. Oh, there's no room in front of him. He's going in for the score. Touchdown, Fort Worth Toros. A 13-point lead as Jason Williams goes in and he silences the crowd.
And Jason Williams just splits the defense. Nobody touches him and outruns the secondary all the way to the end zone. 31 yards. 2 scores up. Backbreaker for Houston.
Yep. Some would say he parted the Red Sea to get that touchdown, as the extra point here is pending. Currently, the 13-point lead could be extended to a 14-point one, though. Kick is up, and it is good.
And Jack, I hate to say I told you so, but I'll do it anyways. What did I say in the first half? Okay, so we talked about how unproductive Jason Williams was in that first half, right around the late first quarter, early second quarter mark, when he only had like 4 yards on 4 carries. And I believe somewhere around that point, I said watch for him to really get going late in this ball game because he wears defenses down. And what happened? 31 yards to the house, 2 scores up. Book it.
All right, I've certainly noted that. It is now in my book. Unfortunately, though, for the Hyenas' playoff chances, they ain't looking too good right now. Down 2 scores midway through the third quarter, 24-10. And here at home, the Hyenas are not doing too well.
Burr really needs to get back on track. He's been struggling all game long. He's thrown 4 picks.
Thrown 4 picks, but that first time it's going to be a 3-yard gain by number 44, Brad Jones.
And Jeff Duffy doing a good job of hanging on to his legs to make sure he doesn't get any more than those 3 yards as the 2nd and 7 comes up here. And definite passing formation as Burr comes out in the gun.
Low snap, throws out, and that's going to be a first down to the 39-yard line for Houston. Kyle Fenimore on the reception.
Kyle Fenimore over the middle on that crossing pattern. They call him Finney. And he gets the catch to get that first down yardage to get him all the way up to the 39-yard line. Moving the chains.
Deep drop from Dave Burr, throws the outside. That's going to be out of bounds, they say. Pass intended for Greg Corky. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just Burr led him way too far out of bounds. Wasn't able to keep his foot in bounds, and Corky bringing up second and 10 here on that play.
Second and 10. Very deep drop from Dave Burr. Throws one on the seam, and that's going to be incomplete. Look, that was a fair bit underthrown, I'll say. Aiden Davis on the deflection.
Yeah, Aiden Davis on that deflection, as you said. Looked like the receiver had at least 3 or 4 steps on Aiden Davis, but also, as you said, Dave Burr just way underthrown pass. Had he got a little more air underneath that one to his wide receiver, I think that might have been 6 points.
Well, they're going to try it again, and that deep ball is caught by Fenimore. Fenimore down the sideline. 10-5 touchdown, Houston Hyenas. This is back to a 1-score football game.
And one play with this high-powered receiving core of Houston is all it takes to get this team right back in the ball game. Dave Burr has an arm, ladies and gentlemen, and it showed it right there. He finds number 10. That is Kyle Fenimore. He just outbeats the quarterback over there on that side, Adam Leach. And Adam Leach did his best to bring him down before he got to the end zone. Just couldn't do it. 6 points for Houston, and they're right back in this ball game.
And Dave Burr, also, give him credit where credit's due. Both those passes, you know, the first one didn't go too well. He knew what the issue was, so he went right back. Like a leader of men, Dave Burr, trying to take his team to the promised land against all odds. Kick is away from Sonny J. Kate Stevens takes it at the goal line past 10, 15, 20, up to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now, Fort Worth, after they put together a great touchdown drive of their own, getting that 2-score lead, has to keep the foot down, so to speak. They have to keep driving. They have to keep scoring. They can't settle at all. They got to keep moving that ball.
And Fort Worth certainly ain't settling. Williams keeping the legs a churning. He will not stop. He's got some real gusto behind him.
Yeah, getting 11 yards on that run, on that first play of this drive, and showing that he has shown no signs of slowing down after that big run on that last touchdown run of his on that last drive.
That time, Houston ties him up at the line of scrimmage. not going to do much of anything. That is...
It's like David Harrell was there on the tackle
Yeah.
after only a 1 yard gain.
Yeah, had a bit of a brain fade. Second and 8 as Reno goes short off the deep drop back. They're going to say he gained 2 yards on the reception after a little bit of shaking and baking from Mike Twin Screw.
Twin Screw looked like he might have gained about 5 or 6, but did a little shimmy shake and went backwards a couple, I think, before he got tackled. So a net of about 3 there, and call it 3rd and 6.
Third and 6, completely empty backfield for Reno. Reno going on the off lanes, hit as he throws incomplete. And Houston still in this ball game, folks. We still got a lot of time left, and Houston only down by 7 and about to get the ball back.
And Julius Maximus applying the pressure right up the middle, ended up at the feet of Johnny Reno right as he let go of that ball for the pass, and it's a quick 3 and out for this Fort Worth offense.
Punt is away. Gonna be fair caught at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hyenas.
And now the Hyenas with a perfect position to get this game tied up with another touchdown drive, trying to make it back-to-back scoring drives of their own. And what kind of comeback this could be if they could actually string a drive together and do that.
Deep drop from Dave Burr throws the outside. This is going to be a nice catch inbounds, gain of 4. Meanwhile, over in Denver, Vegas and Denver, it's a classic Vice Wars matchup, 21-all there. Meanwhile, over here in glorious Houston, these two Texas foes are looking to one-up each other. You know, it doesn't matter what the scenario is, Nate. If it's Texas football, there's always going to be fireworks as Dave Burr takes the snap, looking around, throws it deep over the middle. What a catch! The outstretched arms to come in for what I like to call a health insurance throw from Kyle Finnemore. No,
Dougie Day.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Day.
Dougie Day coming in when it matters the most on a deep middle pattern. What a throw by Burr to Dougie Day. And just a quick side note, I'll let it slide that you called Houston glorious. There's only one glorious team in Texas. I think we all know what glorious team we're talking about. But we'll let that slide for now. We'll talk about that offline. But a nice catch over the middle by Dougie Day.
Sacked on the play, and that is a rough estimation of what Nate Hall's going to do to me once we get off the microphone here after saying that statement as Dave Burr goes down for yet another sack. Jeff Duffy on that one.
Jeff Duffy with a nice little swing move right around the offensive tackle right there. Jeff Duffy, 2nd sack of the day, making Burr's life a nightmare back there in the offensive backfield.
3rd sack overall from the Fort Worth Toros. Always setting Houston back. Deep ball over the middle. That's going to make up for it in spades. Makes it a 3rd and 2. What a nice throw from Dave Burr. And that moves it right back up. Greg Corky on the grab.
And Corky was a little slow to get up there after that tackle, after making that catch, but good to see he got back up after making that big play right there over the middle. Looked like E.K. Vincent kind of folded him up there after making that catch. But again, big play, a big catch, even better throw by Burr right there over the middle to make it a 3rd and short.
3rd and 2. They're going to need just 2 yards. Are they going to get it? No, let him too far out of bounds. Brad Jones does lay someone out on the sidelines. You know, sometimes they say it's not about making first downs, it's about sending a statement. And I guess if you want to talk about statement play, that's one way to go about it.
Yeah, but it's about getting points too. And when your team is on the verge of losing out on any kind of playoff host whatsoever, that coaching staff has to be in the face of that player and saying it's about getting points and not about making statements at this point.
Takes a hyena bounce to the goal line. That's going to go into the end zone. Bring it out to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Toros.
Only a net of 19 on that punt. After that goes in the end zone. So not the best punt by any means. So Fort Worth avoids a scare right there off of that bad punt right there by Houston.
Most death. 1st and 10 for Fort Worth from the Toros is 20. Reno under center. Handoff to Williams, and that's not going to go anywhere. Loss of 3 on the play.
And Williams going nowhere as number 99 for Houston, KT Slayer. First year in Houston, coming over from the San Diego Mavericks, makes the tackle for loss.
Quick drop once again, throws the outside. That is incomplete. 3rd and 12. Pass intended for Stephen Hacker.
The hack attack trying to get over there on that sideline route. Just couldn't get a foot in bounds. Going to bring up a 3rd and long. And trying to avoid the 3 and out of their own on this next play here.
Reno looking to gain 12 yards on one play. Can he do it? Throws it deep. Yes!
Oh!
What an acrobatic grab! That was an amazing catch. Oh, man. Stephen Hacker did a bit of a cartwheel to even just get up there and come down with the ball.
All game long, Stephen Hacker has been killing this team on sideline routes, making a living over there on the out routes and the sideline routes. All of a sudden, you get Hacker on a deep post pattern over the middle, and he makes a diving catch over the middle deep for a 1st down. It shows what kind of acrobatics he can pull off to help his team out.
Williams called out on the stutter step, only gains 2 yards on the play. After the league's quadruple header today, joined the tiebreakers team, who will break down the remaining 16 playoff scenarios with just 4 games left in the regular season. Who will have their postseason hopes dashed? Who will still have a chance? And who does your team need to win and lose to help your playoff hope? The show begins on SFL Twitch at 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Thrown over the middle, that's caught for a 1st down. Surprised they gave it to him. I think that makes up for a call earlier, but no, I think that was against Houston, so I don't know.
That is RGJ. That is going to be another diving catch. And, they did call that a 1st down. I thought he was short by a yard.
Well, a little 1st down thing popped up on the scorebug, so you know it was a 1st down.
Right.
Sorry, Reno looking around, throws it over the middle. How was that not a pick? And actually, how was that a catch? RGJ making some wild magic happen around the yellow stripe.
And RGJ showing up now on this drive in a big way. 2 1st down catches in a row. Making plays and moving the ball now. And Houston's got to find a way to make it stop in a worst way.
Throw. That's going to be bobbled and incomplete. Should have been a pick.
I was about to say, and that should do it about making a play on defense, because had David Harrell held on to that one, KT Harrell had a pick 6 in the 1st half. David Harrell might have had the matching pick 6 right there had he held on to it, because I think he had nothing but green grass ahead of him.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we still have 1 play left here in this 3rd quarter. Because the drop, handoff to Williams, and he's dropped behind the line. Brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Get your 4s up, get your 86s up, get all the numbers up in chat, folks. It's 24-17. Houston's not out of it yet as they fight for their playoff lives here on SFL Twitch. Glad to have you alongside us here, folks. I'm Jack Brown alongside Nate Hall. 3rd and 12 for the Toros. Ball's on the 41. 4 wide on the backfield for them. Quick drop from Reno. Throws, and that one is... How is that also not picked off? There were 3 almost interceptions this drive from Fort Worth. They're lucky they get to at least control where Houston gets the ball.
Right, and that time it was Dedrick Law with his first opportunity at trying to get an interception on the night, and just couldn't come up with it. Looked like they were trying to go for Hacker again, and Dedrick Law gets the pass deflection.
Off center, punt is away. Toro bounce into the end zone, and we're running it out to the 20.
So back-to-back punts that go in the end zone. This time it's a net of about 24 yards. So after a punt from Houston to Fort Worth, that nets 19. It's a punt from Fort Worth to Houston, then that's about 24. So equally bad punts on ensuing possessions.
Handoff right up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
And after having a game for Dave Burr where he's only thrown 1 touchdown, but also has thrown 4 interceptions, he's now finding himself here early in the 4th quarter with a chance to put a drive together to put this team on his back and put a drive together where he can get this team tied up again.
Right back up to the line, 3rd and 8. There you see Brad Jones's current statistics on the day. Not a bad game at all for him.
Up to 76 yards now on 14 attempts after that run.
Moving around the pockets, Dave Burr. That time he's not going to go down. It's going to be picked off.
And who else but Adam Leach is going to pick that off from Dave Burr. Dave Burr was dancing back there in that pocket, feeling that pressure from that D-line. And Adam Leach coming away with his 2nd pick, matching the 2 picks of Blake Prine. Now he has 2 picks of his own in this ball game. What a game by these cornerbacks for Fort Worth.
Quick drop from Reno. Nope. Not even enough time to even think about where to throw the ball. That's going to be a sack.
And KT Slayer slaying that quarterback once again, making life difficult for Johnny Reno back there in the backfield. He had a tackle for loss earlier. Now he's got a sack to his stat sheet, having himself a game tonight.
Another up the middle handoff, gains about 5 yards on the play, 3rd and 10. Run from Williams, tackle made by Stackhouse.
And I like that call from Fort Worth. Just hand the ball off to Williams, who is having himself a decent game. He's getting stronger as the game goes on.
Throw a little bit deeper, and that is somehow a 1st down. Catch made by Stephen Hacker, trying to make some wizardry happen downfield.
Wow, just wow. Johnny Reno finds Stephen Hacker on the left-hand side when he's surrounded by 3 different Houston secondary members. Somehow finds Hacker on that left side and gets the 1st down. What a pass and what a catch.
Throw outside, gains 5 yards down to the 21. They're not going to say he's quite in the red zone yet.
Twin screw again, making that catch now up to 8 catches on the day now for 68 yards, having himself a day.
Another handoff right up the middle, charging forward, gain of 5, 3rd and 1, down to the 16.
And while I have a chance to, I'd be remiss if we didn't thank Damon Simeon and Tyler Falk for their stat help tonight. Making us sound smarter than we actually are when it comes to these stats and helping us out in the stat truck, making us seem like we're math wizards and we're anything but.
And up middle for Williams. Williams is going to get the first down, maybe a yard or two on top of it. They're going to say he was marked down at the 14-yard line as Fort Worth looks to be going in to drain that clock.
And now, 1st and 10 for the 14-yard line. New set of downs for Fort Worth. They are draining the clock. Now approaching 7 minutes to go in the game. Get a score here. You're up by 2 scores. They're making life really difficult now for Houston. And they're playing now for their playoff lives as they're approaching. Yeah, oh, wow. And that's the killer right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is certainly a blow. A touchdown for the Toros. As Robert Garrett Jr., left wide open to his own devices, leads his people to the end zone, to the promised land, and that is a touchdown.
And the Cowboy says, "Yeehaw! I'm going to find myself in the end zone with my first touchdown reception on the day. And I'm going to break all the Houston fans' hearts by putting our team up by 2 scores and hopefully ruining any chances of Houston's to go to the postseason."
Well, that kick was nearly blocked, so that probably could have been disastrous. But either way, yeah, I'm sure Robert Garrett Jr., when he gets back home, him and approximately 17 other buddies are going to have a good old time as the kick is about to get underway from Fort Worth. Kick is away from Fort Worth, taken at the goal line by Houston, up past the 10, 15, 20, up to the 22-yard line.
And this may be the biggest understatement of the entire night on my part, but Dave Burr can no longer afford to be careless with the play calling or be careless with the football whatsoever for the next 6 minutes and 48 seconds because their playoff lives depend on it.
Yeah, but you can't go aggressive. It's going to be a free play. Dave Burr going deep down the seam. That's going to be kicked off. Not going to count though, as the receiver just seemed to be frozen on the ground there for a few seconds. Not going to matter, however, as Fort Worth decided to do a little jumpy jump.
Dave Burr bailed out by Joey Schwent. By Joey Schwent jumping off sides, or else that would have been Dave Burr's 5th interception on the day. And that, had it stood, would have gone to number 30, Aiden Davis, but not to be. And Dave Burr gets another chance.
First and 5 now as they hand out to Brad Jones. Jones gets a little bit of room, gets a first down, and Houston still keeping it in business, still keeping Fort Worth honest.
Yeah, still keeping Fort Worth honest, but honestly, with less than 6 minutes left in the game, they should have done this in the 3rd quarter and not now here midway through the 4th quarter. I think it's a little too late to go back to what you should have done before.
And off the outside, Brad Jones. Oh, nice little spinner. Nice little spinella. Gains 5 on the play. Gets it up to the 37. Houston still playing for every inch they can get.
And tick, 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 tick. Less than 5.5 minutes to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Gotta keep an eye on that clock. Still dwindling away.
Deep drop for a short throw. What a juke to get a little bit of extra room. Gets the first down. What a great maneuver.
Randy Pierce with a nice little, nifty little whoop right there to miss the defender. You get the first down yardage he needs to get that first down.
Throwing to the outside. That's going to be a gain of 4. Time keeps ticking, though, for Houston. Less, or right around 4.5 minutes remaining in what could be their season. Throw to the outside. That's going to be a nice one-handed grab. Danced a little bit too far backwards, though. Wasn't aware that he needed to go forward to get yardage. Justin Williams, I think that's his first play on the day.
Yeah, it is. First catch. He did have a run earlier for 3 yards, but that is his first catch of the day, and it goes for negative yardage, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Give me another throw from Dave Burr going deep.
How in the world?
Oh my goodness!
Who was that? DR Sim, of course it was.
That has to be one of the highlights of his career as he's looking to keep his team alive. Hanging on by a thread. Throws over the middle. That's another catch. Down to the 12. 4 minutes nearly and counting. They're going to keep it locked in this formation, though. 2nd and 1.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Hyenas! This game is not over! 8 points to spread. Greg Corky with the touchdown. 31-23. 4 minutes and counting. The world's the oyster for the Houston Hyenas.
You gotta be kidding me. First, you got an absolute miracle play on this drive that somehow DR Sim gets up and catches on a couple of deflections, and then you've got a throw that Dave Worth had no business throwing over the middle into coverage. Once again, 2 or 3 defenders were there ready to at least bat that one away or pick it off. And somehow Greg Corky comes over and grabs that one in the end zone, gets 6 points, and now Houston finds themselves trailing by only 7 points down with just under 4 minutes left in this game, and finds themselves right back within reaching distance. And in my opinion, this is way too early for an onside kick, but they're going to try it anyways.
I mean, onside kicks can do some wild and crazy stuff here in the SFL. Bounces high. Ball still loose. And who's going to get it? Who's going to pick it up? Still alive. Houston gets it.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. 59. Simple. 59, you may be the player of the game. Outside linebacker backup Philip Simple. 6'2", 245. Nobody on Fort Worth could come up with that one. Case Stevens was there. Another Fort Worth player was there. No one could come up with it. And number 59, Johnny on the spot, was there. Simple with the recovery, and Houston has the ball on offense.
Houston has the ball, 52 yards to go, 3 minutes and 53 seconds to do it. They need a touchdown to tie, and then they need possibly their defense to get a stop to send this to overtime. Very deep drop from Dave Bird, throws the outside to Brad Jones. Jones has all the room in front of him, gets a gain of 7, 3:44 remaining in this football game in regulation, and for Fort Worth their season. For Houston, it might be their season.
Yeah, and this could be the greatest comeback in Houston history if they are able to score on this drive. They've got to score, though. First things first.
Lobs one deep, that tipped and complete. In and out of the hands. 2 plays to get 3 yards. They need it badly.
And we've got a first-time chat from viewer Chains Megs Lovick. We thank you for viewing for the first time to the SFL. And we appreciate you watching here on Week 14, last week of the regular season. You're watching an instant classic right here between 2 great teams.
Deep drop from Dave Burr on 3rd and 3. He's guns it deep. Picked off. Forward to take it the other way. They're running and gunning. It's down to the 34-yard line. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Delaney Nash taking it the other way. This game is still not over, though, folks. A whole minute before the 2-minute warning, but Houston needs, and I mean needs, a stop on this drive.
Yeah, they really do. And not only do they have the 2-minute warning, but they also have all 3 of their timeouts. They need to stop. They can even give up 1 first down. That's fine, but they need to stop on this series, or else this game's over for them. This season's over for them. But Delaney Nash, what a play! What an interception to stop that drive from Burr.
And starting the run, it's going to be Jason Williams gaining 2 yards on the play. Rowe with the tackle. 2 more plays. It's what Fort Worth needs to get it's what Houston needs to force Fort Worth to punt.
And Rowe, who we usually talk about on pass deflections, on interceptions, on everything else back there in the secondary. All he has on tonight is 6 tackles, 2 solo, and 6 assisted. He's usually very more active back there in the secondary, but he's had a really quiet night uncharacteristically.
And a gain of 1. They're going to run this down to the 2-minute warning, folks.
Big third down play.
Fort Worth needing 7 yards to go. And Houston, if they want a realistic shot at even staying in this ball game, they need a stop here. 2 minutes remaining, folks, in what could be a game of the season. The Fort Worth Toros are on top of the Houston Hyenas, 31-24. Don't go anywhere. You're watching it live on SFL Twitch. A stop is... I don't even know if there's a word that describes something beyond crucial. Reno hands it off to Williams. Williams hit! That's going to be a loss of 1. Houston's going to get the ball back with 2 timeouts left. And plenty of time on the clock, too.
Huge stop for Houston when they needed it the most. As you said, 1:57 left in this game. They're going to get the ball back with probably very decent field position. Coming down to the final minute 45. Oh, I thought maybe they got to that punt. Yeah.
Oh, that would have completely flipped the script of this game. Up to the 32. So 68 yards needed for Houston in 1:50.
And in a game where Burr has thrown 5 picks, he has a chance now to tie it up. Who would have thought after the game that he's had, despite throwing all those picks and interceptions and struggling as much as he's had, he's going to have a chance to tie this one up.
Throw to the outside. That's going to be caught. Oh, that's not going to be enough, though. 2nd and 5, 1:43 and counting. Can't start wasting your timeouts on plays like that. 2nd and 5, Dave Burr throwing to the outside. That's going to be way behind the line of scrimmage to Brad Jones. He's going to only be gaining 1 or 2 yards. 3rd and 3. Less than 90 seconds in regulation. Quick drop, throw to the outside. That's going to be caught in bounds. Goes out of bounds and a first down. Great play there from DR Sim to keep the drive, keep the game, keep the season alive for Houston.
Last 3 plays, last 3 catches. DR Sim, Brad Jones, DR Sim. Spreading the ball around to their top 2 receivers so far.
Throw over the middle. That's going to be a simple gain of 7. Less than 1:15 remaining in regulation here, folks. 3 wide to the top, 1 wide to the bottom. Dave Burr moving around, shaking and making in the pocket. Throws the corner incomplete.
I think he was looking for Fenimore out there. Just unable to find him, but good one-on-one coverage out there by Fort Worth. Unable to find Fenimore on that corner route. And my apologies in chat to Slovic for mispronouncing his name earlier there in the chat room.
Throws over the middle. That's going to be tipped around incomplete. 4th and 3. This is the whole season for Houston. They need 3 yards. Don't be fancy. You don't need a lot.
No, at this point, you have exactly 1 minute. But at this point, you're more focused on getting the 3 yards you need to keep your season alive. You still have 2 timeouts. If you need to call a timeout, the whole field is wide open. Your whole playbook is wide open. Use the whole field that you need to get the 3 yards that you need.
4th and 3, throws the outside.
No!
It's incomplete! And that should do it here, folks! What a way to end it, and what a heartbreaker for the Hyenas!
And Nacho Sicario was perhaps the biggest dagger of a play to the Houston faithful. We'll have to see how this plays out. There may be 10 seconds left if Houston can get a stop.
They're gonna go with victory formation. I don't think there is enough time.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll have to see how it plays out clockwise. Yeah, that'll be 1 timeout left after this second kneel down.
There'll maybe be like 15 seconds remaining on the punt, maybe.
Yeah. We've seen Houston get close to a couple of blocked punts already earlier in the 4th quarter.
Third and 13 as Houston takes another timeout. There should actually be probably around 25 seconds left on the punt, and then obviously, what happens from there happens.
There'll be 40 on the play clock once they kneel this down, so they're only going to be maybe about 10 seconds left once they punt it away. Yeah, maybe about 13 seconds left once they punt this away. We'll have to see how the punt goes, but maybe have time for one play, see how it goes for Houston.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
Low snap, but the punt gets away well. 11 seconds and counting. 10, 9, 8 seconds left. Houston needs 74 yards in 8 seconds. Enough time for 1, maybe 2 attempts.
I don't know if they have enough time to go for an out route, sideline route, and then go for the Hail Mary, but let's see what they line up in here. They're going to try to go for a quick play, maybe go for a sideline route. We'll see how much time's left.
Deep drop from Dave Burr, throws to the sideline. That's what they're going to do. Okay, so they get 9, and here's the season.
65 yards on 1 play.
Hoping for a miracle on this Good Friday and Passover. Let's see if they can get it.
But they're still not in Hail Mary formation. They've got to go for it all, though.
We'll have to see what they think they can do. Deep drop for them. Deep throw, 0 seconds left. Incomplete! Season over!
Oh, look at Dave Burr back there wanting the flag on that last play for pass interference. Had that been the call, there would have been one more untimed play left, but not to be. That's going to be the season for Houston, and what a heartbreak for Houston fans all over the globe, all over the nation, as they go down in defeat. But what a game for Fort Worth, getting the season sweep on these Houston Hyenas, coming away with a good game plan and just a great all-around way to end the season for Fort Worth.
Yeah, they do get that marked improvement on the schedule, improved to 4-8 from 3-9 last year. 4-8 probably not where a lot of teams want to be, especially these Fort Worth guys. They hold themselves to high standards. We can hope that they improve for next year. Same thing for Houston. Gut-wrenching way to end the season for the Hyenas, losing by 7 at home to one of your in-state rivals. It's rough. It's rough, but for Houston, pick your head back up. Season 19 is going to be all the better.
Yeah, see what kind of off-season moves you can make. That guarantees that there's not going to be any kind of postseason for you at 7 losses now. Just look forward to season 19. As I said, the off-season will be short this year, but see what kind of moves you can make. See what kind of see what kind of free agents you can find. See what kind of rookies you might be able to bring in. The rookie market's going to be huge this year, I feel like. So we'll have to see what happens this coming off season. But Houston will be fine, I think, in season 19, and Damon and company will be okay in the future.
Yeah, unfortunate way to end the season for both these teams. However, the train keeps rolling here in the Simulation Football League. Both these two teams played their hearts out. It was a classic from the word go. Player of the Game's honors here in Houston, Texas go to Jason Williams. He had himself a great day. 19 attempts, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns alongside the 2 receiving yards. From all of us here at the Simulation Football League, I'm Jack Brown alongside Nate Hall. Thank you to DR Sim for keeping it down in the stats truck. And we say to everyone who celebrates, have a good Friday and have a happy Passover. The action continues at 9 o'clock on Twitch and YouTube. See you around.